Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live after 5 a.m. And we are in period 3. And today we're going to put some code functionality into our voting app here today. So what people are going to do is they're going to come into here and vote and then hit submit, and they're going to cast their vote. Their vote is going to go to an API that is going to be out on, in this case, it's going to be a Project Lead the Way API. This may or may not work depending upon if this website is still up. But we're going to put in code. You guys can always modify this code to fit your own API, because everybody in here would open up their own Android API. Are you guys with me on that? And then on that API, you will store all your votes. Okay? So today, this code may not work exactly right. Hello? But do you guys know what a template is? It's going to give you an idea of how it should work so that you can go in and change the HTML websites. Okay, because everybody's website is going to be different in here. Are you with me on that? Who understands that? All right, so this is with understanding that this would be like we opened up an API in the Project Lead the Way database, and now we're going to post our scores to that database. Are you with me? Who understands that? All right, here we go. The only thing you need down here is a web. So let's go to connectivity. You need a web. And I'm going to call this web underscore my API. I'm going to hit OK. How many people have a web API up? All right. If you're not sure where to get that, you're going to go to connectivity, and you're going to connect using a web. Okay, who's good with that? Thumbs up if you're good. Yeah. It won't? Yeah. I called it Web My API. It's going to be your API that you set up. Are you with me? And in here, you guys could put in the URL, allow cookies, whatever you want to do there. I just refresh. It's probably a problem on MIT side. Are you with me, Brad? So just refresh your page. Maybe shut down your browser, restart the browser. All right, here we go into blocks. So we're going to go to screen 1 initialize. Anybody know what screen 1 initialize does?
It's the first thing that it does.
Yeah, when someone presses on your icon in your app and your app starts to like generate, it starts to pull up on screen. This is what happens in screen 1. Okay, or whatever you want to happen in this event handler happens here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to call that web page. We're going to call the web page. Okay. And we're going to call here it is. Here it is. Post text. Do you guys see where it says post text? Okay. So we want to call post text. And we're going to go ahead and do a join here. How many people know where the join is? It's in text. Go into text, the text drawer, and find a join. And by the way, the real term for joining in computer science is called concatenation. So if you guys ever hear the term concatenation, that means to join. Okay? Where's my Spanish students at? Chili con queso. Con means what? With. Chili con queso is like chili with cheese. So concatenation means to like join with each other. All right, so we're going to go get a text join. And we're going to go back in here and get a text box. All right. And up here now we need to join. Okay. We're going to join our HTTP : this is our website address. Okay, // All right. And then this is ICS dash API, lowercase. It's got to be exact. Project lead the way, so PLTW .org / new user / okay. And now in here we're going to go get the global username. So what we need to do right now is initialize. I'll blow this up so you guys can see it. Can you guys see that now? Is that better? All right, so up here, you guys are going to create a username. I want to know who is voting. Right. And you're going to set this username equal to .. And then up here we need another, we need a variable to cast your vote. So we're going to call this user vote. Who did my user vote for? All right, copy this. Are you guys with me? And in your username, you guys can just give this one name here. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to call this Crossroads. Crossroads period 1_2 app crowd source voting app. Okay, so I got a long one in there. I really don't care. Okay. Well, we're not going to get their name. It's going to be anonymous. So, Crossroads period 1_2. And if you guys have the same name, are you guys with me? When it votes, it's just going to be anonymous of who they voted for. If you wanted to get their name in the app, you got to think about doing that. And then you could actually put their name in there, and then their name would show up on the website on what they voted for.
Well, what if we have to put like every...
So you have to decide, do you want the votes to be anonymous? Do you just want the data, or do you want their name?
I mean, it's name.
That's up to you. Are you guys with me? That's up to you. Do you want their name? Do you want to show who they voted for? Most voting is anonymous. Are you with me? Zoom out. Yeah. So this is all I have so far. You have a username, and you can just create a name in there. Crossroads period 1_2 app crowdsource voting app. You could make them a number. You could do that. You could do that if you wanted to. So here we go. So the next join, so when you join, you're going to create their username. So you're going to go back to variables and get the username. And then you got to do another join here. Does everybody know how to go to the mutator button, the blue gear mutator button? By the way, that's a test question. You got to know how to change this. Go to the blue mutator button and put in another string. Okay? And then in here, you're going to put in a quote. And we're going to put some HTML in here. So you're going to go question mark, text, equals, and then you got to go back to your app and you got to know what all these are. So my first one's going to be Everblaze. So I'm going to go Everblaze here. And there you go. So now this is going to create a column for Everblaze. So people can vote on Everblaze. And now what are we going to do? We're going to duplicate this. All right. And I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to change the next one. Okay. My next one is echo 1 on the run. So I'm coming in here and this is going to be echo 1 on the run. All right. You guys see what I'm doing? And you're just going to keep posting this. All right. Just keep going all the way down. The next one is Marshman.
Marshman really fast.
No, it's not.
Is it Marshman Run?
Yeah,
Marshman Run.
Marshman Run. Okay. And I'm creating all these posts to this. Who understands what I'm doing? So go ahead and do this all the way down for your votes. Guys, I don't know what your votes are. Hello? I don't know what if you're voting on LeBron James, I don't know what you're doing. So put in here whatever you're doing. All right, and just go down the list. This is this is not your first time coding. So you guys should know what you're doing. All right, the next one is Stickman Hunt.
I love Stickman Hunt.
Stickman Hunt. And the next one is Castle Wars. This is not very hard, is it? Who understands what they're doing here?
I have a lot of why it's hard for me.
Okay, well, guess what? Guess what? Hello?
Yeah.
Will, who's the person who made a lot of them? You. So if you made a lot of them, now you have more work to do. So I'm not the one who said, you had to do a certain number. All right, so you're the developer. Next one is Castle Wars. I have Castle Wars. The next one's Bomber Assault. By the way, guys, this goes back to a good topic in this class. How do we get 1,000,000 lines of code? Do you really write out all 1,000,000 lines of code? No. You duplicate. It's copy and paste. Okay? Okay? Is this that hard to do? How many people feel like, oh my God, my mind's exploding, I can't handle this? Anybody? No.
I don't really feel.
Castle Raiders.
I just have to.
It's not? Okay, I'll look into it. Castle Raiders, Zombie Paintball. Zombie paintball. All right. Next, here we go. All right, so guys, what's going to happen here? They're either going to press on this button or they're going to click on the state change. Are you with me? Okay. So let me go here, start with my Everblaze. So if the state changes, do you guys know what the state change is? How can a checkbox change?
Are we doing CHB? Are we doing CHB or BTN?
I'm going to do CHB right now.
If we click on it.
Right. It's going to change the state. Are you guys with me? What are the states? Checked or not checked? So if you click it and it's checked, it's going to go to unchecked. If you click it and it's unchecked and you click it, then it's going to go to checked. So when the state changes, all right, you know, I think we could do an if statement in here. You know, we could do a control if, and we could say if so I could do a logical statement here, okay, and I could say if checked equals true, then do you guys know what that means? If checked equals true, what does that mean? If it's actually checked, because if it's not checked, I don't want that to be my vote. Are you guys with me on that?
Should we make this
Okay.
one have a label?
So then you guys can go into your variable and set your actual vote. The user vote is going to get set to what?
1.
Okay. So in here, I'm going to say, okay, their vote is Everblaze. Okay, are you guys with me on that? Should we do the button?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Actually, why should we do what, you know? Do we really even need to do the button?
I mean, what if someone clicks the button and just starts freaking out like, why isn't it working?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe they should have a brain and like, oh, I need to click on the checkbox. Do you want to do the button? What do you want the button to do? To click the checkbox? Okay. All right, so we can code that. So BTN Everblaze click, I'll do that. And then if you click on it, you're going to set the checkbox set checked to be true. Bless you. Yeah.
Do we make it if clicked again, we have to make it false?
Do we want to do that?
No.
You then need a counter. I can do that.
No. You know what? If we're gonna do it, we might as well do it all the way.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it, might as well do it. All right, so let's do it. This is, by the way, this is not a lot of code. Okay, this code is only this long, so we might as well make it a little bit longer. All right, so we'll do that. I like counters.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead here and put in a click count. Click count. Okay. Start out the click count at 0. When they click the button, they're going to get a click count. So, no, I did that wrong. No, I did that right. I was right. So, set click count, do the math, click count plus 1. How many people know how to go get it? Go get your click count and add one to it. No, we only need one.
Shouldn't we need a module? Modulo?
A what?
Don't we need a modulo? When you click it again, it'll add another module.
Yeah, well, that's coming. That's coming. Good job, Will. I'm glad you're thinking about that. That's good. You guys are getting smart. You guys see how smart you guys are getting? You already know. He already knows I need a modulo. So go to math. If the modulo we need equal to. Remember that? Remember doing a modulo? We always need equal to. So if the modulo of your click count, I just get it from here, divided by 2 is equal to 0 and 1. Remember, it's odd or even. Okay, so one of these is going to be 0. And then else if get your modulo and it's equal to 1, then this guy's going to be false. So this will constantly turn these on and off. Who understands what I just did? Okay, so I'm going to reduce this a little bit. Can you guys still see this? Let's move this guy over here a little bit. I'm going to move this guy up. This guy's coming over here. Okay, that fits in my screen almost perfectly. And now you're going to just copy and paste these all the way down for every button and every checkbox you have on your page. Are you with me? Who understands what I'm doing here? All right, so I'm just going to change this guy. Okay. The next guy down is Castle Raiders. And this is going to be CHB Castle Raiders is true. The user vote now is going to be Castle Raiders.
I feel bad for people who have 32. They're gonna have like 10,000 blocks of code.
They're not going to have 10,000 blocks of code. I'm going to duplicate this guy. This guy comes down as BTN Castle Raiders. This guy over here comes down to Castle Raiders. This guy comes down to Castle Raiders. It's because you got to follow, man. All right, let me go ahead and paste this out for those people that are not with us.
I got 63.
I have all my music.
How did I get 63? Please don't.
All right, there you go. Anybody else need a printout while I'm here?
Me.
All right, so print, shrink to fit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. All right, come on up and get one. I'm gonna work this all the way down. I'm copy and pasting this guy. I'm going to the next guy in the list. Is Castle Wars. This is probably going to be alphabetical. That's fine. This guy is going to be Castle Wars. And this vote is going to be Castle Wars. Okay? This guy's getting duplicated. This guy is going to be Castle Wars. This guy comes down to Castle Wars. This guy comes down to Castle Wars. Okay? Boom. Done. Copy and paste this guy again. Next one on the list is Echo 1. So this is CHB Echo 1. And this is Echo 1. Echo 1 on the front. Okay. Copy and paste this guy. make this guy echo 1. CHB echo 1. CHB echo 1. Done. Let's have a race. This guy is going to be Everblaze. 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 Copy and paste this guy over here. This guy is going to be BTN Everblaze. This guy is going to be Everblaze. This guy is going to be Everblaze. Done. Why do I have Everblaze twice? All right, so I'm just going to keep going down alphabetical order. Okay. I like alphabetical order because, you know, it just, the next one in my list, the easiest one to do. Okay. Doesn't matter what order they're in. No, just as long as all the blocks get executed. This is Marshman. This is Marshman. This is Marshman. I think I forgot to do something over here. Yes, I did. This is Marshman, and this blazing is blazing. This voting is Marshman. Okay. Copy and paste this guy. This is CHB Stickman. Duplicate. This guy is BTN Stickman. This is CHB Stickman. This is CHB Stickman. Okay. This guy over here is going to be Zombie Paintball. Once again, I forgot to change it. Make sure you change all the voting and the check boxes. Stickman Hunt. The next one's going to be Zombie Paintball, CHB Zombie Paintball. The vote is Zombie Paintball. That guy's done. That guy's done. Duplicate this. This guy comes down here. By the way, what's the red X mean? Does anyone know?
It means something wrong with it. It means you have two of them.
Yeah, it means you have two of them. Doesn't like the duplications. Zombie Paintball. I'm done. There you go. Okay.
Have fun being done. We're so happy for you.
Okay, now, unfortunately, we have not posted their vote to, what did we just do here?
Can you get people one more time?
No, you have this video. We did not cast their vote here. All we did is say, okay, when you checked on the checkbox, you said, hey, this is who I want to vote for. Do you guys know you guys can go and vote for people but then not cast it? So at the end, what do you have to do? You have to cast it. What's going to cast it for us? Yeah, the submit button. So you guys got to go click on the submit button. So I'm going to come down here and click on my submit button, get a click. All right. And now we got to start submitting it. Where are we going to submit it to?
The thing that we typed in the beginning.
The API, right?
Is that the thing we typed in before, the ICS-API, that?
Well, we posted all the categories, right? Now what we have to do is okay, so now what we have to do is go ahead and submit it. So the click submit, we're going to go ahead and set Yep. Yeah. Sure. We're going to set our URL. So we've already done the URL. Let's go way back up here and copy and paste our URL. So I'm just going to bring this guy down. And I don't need this right here. And you don't need this string here. But that, you're going to hit submit. That's funny, I did not spell submit right. Sumbit. Submit is spelled wrong. By the way, would it still work? Would it still work if I spelled it wrong? Yeah, it's just going to be sumbit instead of submit. But it could still work. You could spell everything backwards. If you were dyslexic, you could do it. It'd work perfectly. So now we got to go ahead and get the text. So we're going to go to Web My API 1. And we're going to do when got text. All right. And I don't know if you guys remember seeing that video yesterday, but there was a response code in there that was 200. That means you were able to get in. You have to watch that video again. So we're going to do this if your response code is equal to, go ahead and get this response code. If your response code is equal to 200, that means you were authenticated and you were able to get into the API. Are you guys with me on that? You have to watch that video again. 200 means you were authenticated and your user is able to get in. So if it's equal to 2, then you want to go ahead and call and post it. So you're going to go down to web and you're going to do a post. Post text. And we need this we need a join. And we're going to go to our text here. And we're going to put in the website.
Why don't you just do these options?
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be a little bit different this time because I have to use this one up here.
Isn't the game called Parchment?
Yes. So you're going to need this block of code right here. Duplicate the username. Because do you remember that the username?
Where is my username? Where?
We're not going to create names for the people. We're just going to have them put it all under one website. That's getting pretty big. So https:// ICS dash API dot project lead the way .org / I'm going to take this username, copy it, I don't know why I can't do this. So I don't know why I can't put in username. So I'm going to put in username. And then I have to add another text.
It's currently 9:44 a.m. Let's check out today's news.
And you're going to put in a /.
Trump, we need Republicans to win in Alabama.
And you're going to put in increment.
This investigation into Trump's campaign is way out of control. Next news.
And then you're going to put in another text box here.
Next news.
And this is question mark. This is HTML code. And this is going to be ID equals 1. So you're going to be incrementing the ID by 1. And now you got to go ahead and we need a label. So I'm going to go back to my designer view. I think I'm going to go ahead and put in a layout down here because
We need to do this?
actually, you know what? We could put their vote right here. Do you guys want to do that? Put their vote in the CrowdSourcing app instead of putting in a label? Yeah, let's just use it. We'll just use this, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and set your screen 1 title to
Should we put this on screen one or list all this?
no, screen 1 title is that the text at the top, so you can see who they voted for to see if it's working correctly. If I chose Castle Wars, do I want to see Castle Wars being cast?
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's cast, right?
Question, we put this on the screen. Let's find we do it first. So this first.
No. If screen 1 is when it pulls up, you haven't voted yet. Screen 1 is when the app first opens. You haven't even voted yet when the app first opens. How we doing back there? Your hands got to touch the keyboards. That's the only way you can type. We don't have voice typing yet. It's coming. It's not here yet.
Oh, really? That's how it's working. Oh, yeah, I kind of have this.
So I'm going to do a join in here.
It was better than I got that.
And I'm going to put in a string. and I'm going to say your vote, colon space, and then right here you're going to go get the response content. Get the response content. So if the response code is equal to 200, then we're going to go ahead and post this. And then we'll go down here and do an else. And we'll just go ahead and duplicate this. And we'll say error. Thank you. Error. Getting response. And then the response content.
The end, folks.
All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to run this on my, I'm just going to see what happens here. I got a feeling I'm going to get an error because we probably don't have the project lead the way API set up. But this would be the right code if we did it. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.
I need to show you the Android versions. I just finished mine. This big right here.
Sam, let me see the